Hi, it's Catherine here from London Hiker, and I'm answering some of your first time trail walking Q&As today. So the question I'm going to be talking about today, which I received, was what if my feet hurt and I have to stop? It's a serious concern, especially if you've never walked a trail before. You might think, maybe my feet can't cope with all this walking. Well, this is what I have to say about that. It basically comes down to that choice, doesn't it, between do you book ahead your accommodation or do you not book ahead? Because if you book everything ahead and then your feet hurt and you have to stop, then that's a real pain because you've already booked everything. If you were going spontaneously, just each night, going as far as you want to walk and then stopping somewhere wherever you feel like it and trying to find accommodation there and then you may feel that that is more of a safe option, because if your feet hurt then you can stop and have rest days whenever you like. So really it comes down to weighing up the risk of injury versus the uncertainty of your accommodation. So it's sort of balancing out those two factors. What is the risk of the likelihood of your feet, not being able to carry on or needing a break, versus the problems that you're going to have with having not booked your accommodation? Obviously, if your feet do really hurt and you can't carry on, then you can stop the trail. What's the worst that could happen? So what? At least you tried it. But this is what I would say to you. I would say do book ahead your accommodation. A lot of these trails are really popular and the accommodation gets booked up months in advance, so it's really recommended to book ahead. Unless you're camping, then that's probably okay, but if you're worried about your feet hurting, then you're probably not going to be camping, because if you're camping you probably have already done that kind of walking before. So but do book ahead. I have had that nervous factor of thinking, oh gosh, I'm booking it, for 2 weeks. Will I be able to make it day to day and actually get there? But I did, and it was fine, and it saved me a lot of hassle. You don't want to be faffing around trying to find somewhere to stay at the last minute after a long day's walking. Maybe if the weather's been bad as well, you just want to get to your room, get changed, have a shower and go to the pub, right, and have some food and a drink. You don't want to be sitting around on a bench trying to make phone calls to see if you can book in here and book in there, and then find there's nowhere to stay and then have to get a taxi somewhere else. It's just not worth it. So book ahead, I would say. And I would say if you're worried about your feet hurting, just plan to do a lot more practicing. Don't go off on your trail walk having not prepared. So you need to practice walking and get your feet used to it. Obviously you need really good boots as well and all of that, which is pretty common sense. And I do cover what gear you need in trail walking for first timers. But yeah, just make sure that you practice, and that will really increase your confidence and knowing that you can walk fairly long distances and your feet will be okay. And do prepare. So again, physically prepare, but prepare for some minor ailments such as blisters and aches and pains and things like that. Just make sure that you're prepared for every eventuality. Maybe take some taxi numbers of taxi firms that operate in the area, just in case you have to stop one day. Maybe take the numbers of companies that carry your baggage for you, just in case you decide that you can't carry your rucksack anymore and you need to go with one of them instead. Yeah, just be prepared and just take the risk and go for it. So if you want to know more about trail walking for your first time, then I've got this 3-week mini course which helps you to plan, organise and prepare for your first long distance path. It's called Trail Walking for First Timers, and you can find all about it on the link below. That's walkyourweekends.com/long-join. And yeah, I'll hope to help you out with your first trail walk. Okay, speak to you next time. Bye!